I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you for showing me this. I appreciate you guys.
I want some nasty. Are we having fun yet?
So today's big shout out goes out to Sherman. Big shout out to Sherman for sending, or Swordfish, that's your name. Thank you so much for showing me this. Like I keep telling you guys, if there's anything you want me to look at or you think it's interesting, just tag me in it. Just jump on Twitter, tag me in it at Clan the Spurs fan, and I will take a look if I find it interesting. And Chris Paul talking about Victor Wembanyama, you know I'm gonna find that interesting. So before we get into that, guys, please go subscribe to Spurs Invasion, link below, and check out the videos and tell me, if you like it, dislike it. But it is edited, scripted content, and I'm going to be doing more of that right now. Currently, I'm working on a Jeremy Sohan video, but I will be gone during the weekend of the 4th. So, I won't be able to work on it then, but I'll have it, up in the next coming week or whatnot when I can actually sit down and get to it again. So, but if you guys are interested, please go check it out. And link is in the description below, right underneath this video. It says new channel, and then it's a link to it. So go do that for me, man. All right, Sherman. Just jump to this. So this is Chris Paul on Victor Wembanyama. Let's see. Oh, it's only a minute long.
Wemby is the guy that...
hold on, it's not in my earphones. I hate that it keeps doing that.
The Spurs just signed Chris Paul to 1 year, $11 million.
This is from Cactus Ball News. Posted this 4 days ago. Interesting.
Deal. It means that we will see a duo of CP3 and Wemby. But now let's watch the video in which Chris Paul talks about Victor Wembanyama.
Who do you like?
Who do I like?
Yeah.
I like a lot of the guys in the league.
How about
right
Wemby?
now.
That's just different.
Oh, man.
You wanna go play with him?
Wemby is different. Wemby is the guy that after the game in the locker room, we all was talking about playing against him because we literally all had to change the way we shot a little bit.
Yeah, because there's highlights of like Steph Curry driving into the lane, having a wide open shot and being like, nah.
It wasn't just Steph. It was half.
That was everybody.
It was legit a 45-second clip of like 10
you saw that, right?
Yes.
So
yeah.
my favorite shot, obviously, is when I snake back to the right and I shoot a fadeaway, right? And I got a picture of Wemby trying to block my shot. Man, I shot the ball so high, I didn't make it because I usually don't have to shoot it that high. You know what I mean? But and I think he's going to be so successful too because he's very competitive and he's likable, right? And he loves the game, and you don't see guys that size moving the way he moves.
Now, as we know, and we've talked about this before, actually, I could just bring it straight to it. Chris Paul loves guys that love the game. So let's see here. Let me see if I can find it really quick. Should be a short. Here we go.
Talk about connection. The other day, you guys played versus OKC. You see Shai Gilgeous' favorite players.
I mean this when I say it, and I try not to get emotional when I talk about Shai, man, because that was my first year living without my family, right? Without my wife and my kids in LA. And man, Shai, he just a basketball head, right? You show me somebody love basketball and crazy about their family, then me and them gonna be tight, right? And so Shai would come over to my house before practice just to eat because I had a chef. You know what I'm saying? Night after games, Shai at my house, him and Darius Baisley, Lou Dort or whatnot. So he's so good when it come to hooping, and he's just an even better person. And I mean,
and this is a big deal, and I know this might seem like it's not a big deal, but everybody on the Spurs, or at least our core, loves basketball. I mean, if we're talking Jeremy Sohan, Devin Vassell, Wemby, Stephon Castle, even if you want to go to Harrison Ingram, City Sissoko, like all these guys, I've kept up with them. You guys have kept up with them. You've watched the videos. We've went over in live streams. All of these guys care about the game of basketball. Like they really do care about it. And they're competitors, right? I mean, obviously our winners are. Obviously Wemby is a competitor, but I just think Chris Paul is finally going to be going to a team, which it's not like he never had this before, but he's going to be going to a team where basically everyone on the roster is on the same page and everyone on the roster wants to get better and cares about the game of basketball. They don't take it lightly. So he should be pretty happy in this year. with us, and I think he'll make us tougher as well. So it's going to be really interesting, and this is actually a long time coming. Chris Paul becoming a Spur. Like we can go back to videos back in 2017 where he talked about how he was thinking about going to San Antonio, but he thought Pop would retire. So there's just so much there, and I think it's a big deal that he's able to finally play with the San Antonio Spurs. Now, will he be there the whole time? Probably not, right? I think the Spurs got a pretty good plan right now where they're trying to get some guys that are on shorter contracts, and when trade deadline comes up, then you can kind of reevaluate and say, hey, do we move these guys, get something more forward, possibly something with the 2025 draft? Can we do more with that? I'm sure there's plenty of different situations they got going through their heads, but as it stands right now, that's what's popping off. And don't be surprised. I don't think that, let me say this. I don't think the Spurs are going to tank, but don't be surprised that if the Spurs look really good and then around trade deadline, we get rid of some guys, we start going downhill as far as losing. And, that's kind of part of the plan, just a little bit. I don't think the players are going to try to lose. I don't think Pop would try to lose, but I definitely could see the front office saying, hey, we might be bad at the end of the season, but 2025 is that great of a draft that might help us. I don't know, but just keep that in mind. So if a lot of people like Des Bryant making that tweet think that the Spurs are going to be champions, or the Spurs are about to be some real winners here, I don't think that that's the case. I definitely think we'll be better. I think that we're going to be more competitive. I think that we'll win more of these games that we couldn't close out this past season, but I don't think that this means that the Spurs are, the Spurs know what they need, right? And 2025 is a big one. So just saying it, just throwing that out there, just so we don't get our hopes too high. But it's going to be an exciting season nonetheless, and this is great. This is great. So thank you, Sherman, for showing me this, and big shout out to hold on, let me go back to their channel. Cactus Ball News for posting this clip, because I actually haven't seen this clip. I don't even know what it was originally on. PM the Pat McPhee show, I'm not sure, but yeah, big shout out to you for posting this. Anyways, I'll get with you guys later, man. Until next time, bye.